on a second. I'm gonna go down to 1 watt. Hold on.
Okay.
This is 1 watt. How do you copy me?
You're about 40 over at 1 watt.
Yeah, well, you're on the 700, aren't you? Why don't you take yours down to 1 or 2 watts?
Okay.
Well, I couldn't tell much difference. Give me another transmission. Well, you're about 40 over. You're 60 over with. I guess you're running at full open is what 100. You're at 40. You're at 40 over with 1 watt. That makes a big difference. So, yeah, it takes, when I run my Deco, which is not often, sometimes when I'm on 200, I'll turn on and that Deco will kick out a kilowatt with 7 or 8 watts of drive. I don't know what would attract them unless it's the smell of the manure, but I don't think it's the crickets so much as it is the grasshoppers. I've got a lot of them over there, along the mailbox, along the parkway there at the end of the cul-de-sac. I never thought about it, but more than the coincidence. This is the first year I've seen them like that, so it must be the tea. Yeah, and I've got little spiders, and you know when in the fall the bigger garden spiders come out and such. I notice that's occurring. See a lot of webs around, but yeah, that spray. In fact, I gave it to Alex when he was living there on Rutgers. That got garden spray. I do a perimeter around the house, and yeah, I wouldn't have any ants or anything. But I haven't had any ants this summer, and it surprised me with the heat. Well, whenever I spray, I used to have a lot of, and Kay did too, and the whole neighbors, used to have a lot of cockroaches. And not because of cleanliness, but they were coming out of the sewer, because we're at...
Brad, you will die of heart failure.
covers, and you know,
Fred, you will die of heart failure.
and they came out and they sealed the holes on the manhole covers, and we haven't had a problem since. KN6OF, WB6MYL.
Fred, you will die of heart failure. Fred, you'll die of heart failure. Fred will die of heart failure.
On these hot nights last year and the year before, you know, the streets were full of them around the manhole covers. I don't know why they come out. I think it's just to keep cool or to get cool.
Heart failure. Fred, you will die of heart failure. Fred, you'll die of heart failure.
Here's that guy's back, but it sounds like he's off frequency.
Fred, you will die of heart failure. Fred, you will die of heart failure.
Well, and it's distorted too. So, anyway, if you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome to join us.
Fred, you will die of heart failure.
But other than that, we can't acknowledge you, especially if you don't give a call. Anyway,
Fred, you will die of heart failure.
that's what that is dissolving to. You know, when that fermentation process occurs, those little microorganisms are taking that manure and creating a lot of byproducts. One of them is humic acid. And I'm telling you, that stuff will stain. It will stain. And by the way, you notice, Fred, the longer you ferment, the longer you let that sit there in that trash can, the stinkier it will get. And I think that's good. It shows that it's just more and more fermentation. But you notice that? I don't know how long you've had that first one going, but the longer it stays in there, the smellier it gets.
Yeah, I'll put it on out of my house where I don't want people to bark no more.
Okay, well, I'm sure it worked.
Yeah, no bark.
I got a story about you, and you got a flavor of that, but that jug I gave you of beet juice, or no, pomegranate juice. And, I used that jug, and I should have gotten rid of the label, and you put it on the counter, and I guess Sandy thought it was something to drink, and I'm glad she didn't. However, I had a Pepsi bottle, plastic Pepsi bottle, and I buy them for Nixa because she drinks a lot of Pepsis. I don't drink soft drinks. But anyway, I put my tea in that, and it's the same color as Pepsi, and she opened it, and I kid you not, this was yesterday, and she drank a little bit and swallowed it.